Into the Sussex countryside now for more Derby clues and the kennels of Hove trainer Brian Clemenson. His magnificent 7 entries for the Derby are Blake's Wonder, Shelbourne Pooper, Brookville Genius, Coventry Bees, Bubbly Classic, Son of Phoebe and Champagne Moment. Brian talked us through his runners.
Yeah, we'll start with Coventry Bees, potentially the fastest 4-bend dog I've ever trained. 26.45 Oxford, sub 28 seconds round Monmore. Just off his track record at Waterford in his only race there. Fantastic prospect, very good trial yesterday, 28.83. He's only had 5 races, so 6 rounds of a Derby. I'd have to win a Derby with just 11 races, which is going to take some doing. But he's great potential whether he wins the Derby this year or the Irish Derby, certainly later on in the year. But certainly a dog to keep an eye on, certainly worth a good wager.
The only time he's been in front of the television cameras was at Wimbledon when he was well and truly beaten by Bubbly Tojo.
Yeah, for training point, I was quite pleased with it. Although he got well beat, I'd like to see him come from behind. Although he got beat and well beat, he actually ran through and got third, and then he was really up there nicely at the pickup. So I was quite pleased with it. I wasn't necessarily always looking just to win races. You're looking for knowledge, information, and I got a lot of information from that race. So for me personally, I was quite pleased.
Of course, he came out of that race and then won the first round of the Puppy Derby at Monmore quite impressively.
Yeah, he did, and it shows he can adapt to different tracks, whether it's Monmore, Oxford, Waterford, or wherever he runs, he seems to run well. Unfortunately got a bad injury in the semi-final, one of the worst cuts I've ever seen. So he hasn't actually raced before the Trainers' Championship. I think it was March the 9th. It was the last time he raced. Obviously we're in April now, coming up to May. So he's matured really, really well now. And certainly he's a dog that does make you look pleased to go into the kennels in the morning, and to have something like him in the kennel really sort of perks you up. So
Brian, if Coventry Bees is probably your number 1 going into Derby, take us through the rest of the team. Who would be sort of next best in?
I certainly like Champagne Moment. I think he's only had 15 races in his career. I think he's won about half of them. Good experience at Wimbledon. Really has got terrific back straight pace and comes home very strong. Can take a knock if he has to. If he lacks something, it's probably a yard of pace into the corner. Obviously being on the outside, you're always worried he could get the concertina effect. But there's no reason why he just can't keep qualifying, he'd nick around here and two. Already run behind Charlie Lister's good dog, the Zigzag dog. And I think Charlie might have been a bit surprised that he was that close, and he said, well, his dog wasn't quite fit, which is probably maybe true. But he undervalued how good this dog Champagne Moment is. Again, a great bet there at sort of 40 to 1, certainly to make the final, because he's decent, he really is.
Now moving on from Champagne Moment to a dog that's owned by the Champagne Club, Bubbly Classic.
Yeah, lovely dog. The syndicate have gone very well, I've met them. Really pleased with them. He's gone very well at Wimbledon, 27.15 trials. Unfortunately his last race at Oxford he damaged his tail, which we had to remove a little bit of that. Makes ready for his Oxford run, which is very poor. Previous to that, I think a lot of people have been quite excited about him. He's quite decent, he's got the early pace, he's a bit robust into the corners. So provided we can get this tail right and everything gone that direction. Again, another certainly quarter-finalist. When we bought him, we said, right, this dog is a quarter-finalist in the English Derby. That's where we started up. So that's where he should make if we can get everything right. And then again, from the quarter-finalists, you're only a minute away from being in the Derby final.
Had a good start to the year, Brian, and perhaps your best dog over 4 bends, as far as competitions goes anyway, is Son of Phoebe.
He's running terrific at the moment. Got a lot of courage. A bit worried about a Derby because maybe he hasn't got that yard of pace into the corner. But what he has got, he will stay to the rail, so where many times you see dogs get knocked off at the first corner, he will always try and sneak round it. Has yet to prove to me that he's running Wimbledon as well as Perry Bar or Hove. You've got to take that on trust, really. I personally would like to see it, but he's a very good dog.
Blake's Wonder is a litter brother of Son of Phoebe. A 29.86 Hove winner, it clashes with Coventry Bees in Heat 14. Shelbourne Pooper, who few will beat when she's on the bunny, goes head-to-head with kennelmate Son of Phoebe in Heat 5. Brookville Genius is an early pace bitch who Brian feels deserves a chance. She goes in Heat 10. But it's Coventry Bees who has the Clemo camp buzzing. Asked if this is the dog who'll win him the Derby, Brian is typically philosophical.
At the end of the day, it's a living that you choose to do. It's not all and end all of life. You know, if you win the derby, then it's great. If it doesn't happen for you, then it doesn't. You know, people may view that and say, "Oh, he's not committed. He doesn't really want it." I win it, but I'm well aware in this world that we live in, it's a lot worse things happening than not winning a derby. So I'm pretty level-headed these days, and it'd be special if one of mine this year were to win it.